Florida was once the shining crown of the American dream. Endless sunshine, pristine beaches, low taxes, and unstoppable growth. But in 2025, that paradise is fracturing beneath the palm trees and pastel neighborhoods. A financial storm is sweeping across the state, threatening to reshape Florida forever. Homes that used to sell in hours now sit vacant for months. Insurance premiums are crushing family budgets. Flood maps are being redrawn every year. And across countless suburbs, the dream of coastal living is morphing into a financial nightmare. This isn't just a slowdown, it's a reckoning. The very communities that defined Florida's post-pandemic boom are now ground zero for America's housing collapse. Welcome to State Stories, where we count down the top 10 Florida suburbs facing a housing collapse in 2025. Number 10, Boca Raton. Once the jewel of South Florida wealth and sophistication, Boca Raton now stands on unstable ground. For decades, this Palm Beach County suburb defined luxury. Palm-lined boulevards, spotless beaches, and Mediterranean-style mansions that seemed untouchable. But in 2025, that illusion is beginning to fade. Housing inventory has surged nearly 30% in just a year. Homes that once disappeared from the market in days now linger for months. Sellers are slashing prices, sometimes by hundreds of thousands, just to get attention. Culprit isn't only higher interest rates, it's the crushing weight of Florida's affordability crisis. Annual insurance premiums in Boca Raton now exceed $8,000, and coastal homes often pay double that. Property taxes keep rising. Mortgage rates hover near 7%, and maintenance costs are climbing fast. The lifestyle that once attracted professionals and retirees alike is slipping out of reach. Developers are slowing projects, investors are pulling back, and even the Skyline's luxury condo towers are facing record vacancies. With flood maps constantly redrawn and hurricanes growing stronger, financial pressure is forcing longtime residents inland. Boca's beauty is still breathtaking, but beneath the manicured lawns and marble driveways lies growing unease. This market isn't crashing overnight, it's eroding, one insurance renewal, one storm, one missed payment at a time. This is Florida's new reality, a paradise stretched thin between prosperity and peril. Stay tuned with us, because what's unfolding in Boca Raton today could define the future of every coastal suburb tomorrow. Number 9, Lakewood Ranch. Lakewood Ranch was built to be Florida's perfect suburb, master-planned, elegant, and endlessly expanding. But in 2025, even this carefully crafted dream is showing fractures. Nestled between Sarasota and Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch became one of America's fastest-growing communities. From golf course estates to sleek family enclaves, it promised effortless luxury. Home values soared over 70% between 2019 and 2023, fueled by out-of-state migration and cheap borrowing. But that momentum has stalled. Listings are up 35% this year, and builders are cutting prices and incentives to move stagnant inventory. Construction costs have ballooned, and insurance premiums across Manatee County now exceed $7,000 a year for many families. The vision of affordable luxury has turned into a financial strain. Even the community's biggest strength, its meticulous planning, has become its weakness. With so many homes built so quickly, competition is fierce, and buyers hold the power. Rising taxes, HOA fees, and flood insurance costs are driving residents to reconsider their futures. The streets still gleam, the lawns still shine, but beneath the surface, uncertainty grows. Even paradise, it seems, can lose its balance. Number 8, Kissimmee. Kissimmee was built on dreams. Dreams of magic, of Mickey Mouse, of vacations turned permanent. For decades, it thrived as Orlando's golden suburb, powered by tourism and short-term rentals. But in 2025, the fairy tale is fading. Investors who once bought entire neighborhoods for Airbnb empires are watching profits collapse. Occupancy rates have plunged. New ordinances are tightening short-term rental rules, and mortgage rates near 7% are erasing cash flow. Homes that once paid for themselves now sit half-empty, unable to cover costs. Property values are down 4% year over year, while inventory has jumped 35%, signaling saturation. Rows of former vacation homes now stand dark, stuck between second homes, rentals, and foreclosures. Locals who kept the city running, servers, maintenance staff, hospitality workers, are struggling to survive. Insurance premiums in Osceola County have risen 60% since 2020, utilities keep climbing, and HOA fees add hundreds more to monthly expenses. The people who made Kissimmee thrive are being priced out of the very dream they built. Many are moving inland, leaving behind ghostly subdivisions of emptiness and fading hope. Kissimmee's collapse isn't explosive. It's quiet, steady, and deeply human. A slow unraveling that doesn't make headlines until it's too late. Magic was always an illusion. In 2025, the spell has finally broken. Number 7. The Villages. The Villages once embodied America's ultimate retirement dream. Golf carts, sunshine, and stress-free living. But in 2025, that dream is wobbling. Spanning 3 counties in Central Florida, the Villages grew faster than almost any other community in the country. Thousands of homes are sold each year to retirees seeking comfort, safety, and stability. But now those promises are unraveling. Rising insurance costs have hit fixed-income residents hardest. Homeowners who once paid under $2,000 annually now face bills over $6,000, a crushing blow for retirees living off savings. Property taxes are climbing, and maintenance fees in many neighborhoods have doubled. Home sales are down 25% year over year, while listings keep piling up. New buyers hesitate as high mortgage rates and Florida's insurance crisis deepen. Even the hallmark of the Villages, peace and security, is fading under financial strain and aging infrastructure. And with most of the population in older age brackets, recovery from market shocks is slower. Resale values are dropping as fewer younger buyers can afford to move in. The dream of carefree retirement is cracking. The Villages remain picturesque, but beneath the surface, anxiety is spreading. For many residents, paradise now feels more like pressure. Number 6. Cape Coral. Few cities embody Florida's boom and bust story like Cape Coral. Once a reborn paradise of sunshine, canals, and affordable waterfront homes, it became the state's fastest-growing city between 2019 and 2023. But in 2025, the tide has turned. Housing inventory is up 45% year over year, prices are falling month after month, and insurance costs have hit record highs. Many canal-front properties are now uninsurable. The city's greatest attraction, its water, has become its curse. Flooding is no longer rare, it's routine. Residents report rising tides creeping into yards after ordinary storms. Streets submerge after heavy rain. Developers have abandoned half-finished projects, their signs fading in the sun. Buyers are backing out, lenders are freezing approvals, and businesses are tightening budgets as spending shrinks. The dream of waterfront living has become a risk few are willing to take. Cape Coral, once Florida's symbol of affordability and growth, now serves as a warning. When the water keeps rising and the costs keep climbing, paradise stops being sustainable. Number 5. Fort Myers. Fort Myers has survived hurricanes, booms, and busts, but 2025 is different. This time, the storm isn't just on the coast, it's in the economy and community itself. After Hurricane Ian, rebuilding turned into financial chaos. Construction costs jumped 30%, insurance rates tripled, and thousands were left in homes they couldn't afford to fix or protect. Median home prices are down 8%, listings are up 40%, and migration has slowed to a crawl. Retirees are moving inland, and families are selling out of desperation. Builders are cutting prices, pausing projects, and halting construction altogether. Even the landscape bears scars. Canal-front homes show waterlines long after repairs. Insurance companies have withdrawn entirely from some neighborhoods. Taxes keep rising even as values drop. Fort Myers is trapped between 2 rising tides, one literal, one financial. Physical water recedes, but the economic flood has nowhere to drain. How many times can a city rebuild before it breaks? Number 4. West Palm Beach. West Palm Beach once symbolized effortless luxury, ocean views, elegant towers, and endless optimism. But in 2025, that glittering image is dimming. Fueled for years by out-of-state investors, the market has finally hit a wall. Prices are slipping, listings are piling up, and buyer confidence is fading fast. The median home price is down 5%, while listings are up 30%. Real pain lies in the cost of staying. Homeowners in Palm Beach County now pay over $10,000 a year in insurance, among the highest rates in the nation. Flood zones are expanding, and even inland neighborhoods are feeling the pressure of soaring taxes and utilities. Retirees who came for peace of mind are finding none, and younger families have been priced out completely. Developers are pulling back, high-rise projects are slowing, and once bustling streets tell a quieter story of hesitation. West Palm Beach isn't collapsing overnight, but piece by piece its foundation is eroding. Paradise, it turns out, comes at a steep price. One that keeps rising. Number 3, Naples. Naples has long been the crown jewel of Florida's Gulf Coast, the image of perfection. But even here, paradise is cracking. Inventory is up 38%. Luxury homes that once sparked bidding wars now sit unsold, and even wealthy buyers are stepping back. Insurance premiums across Collier County have doubled in just 2 years, with oceanfront homes paying over $20,000 annually. FEMA's new flood maps have reclassified entire neighborhoods, forcing homeowners to raise structures by several feet just to qualify for coverage, a process costing hundreds of thousands. Local businesses are seeing fewer customers, seasonal rentals are empty, and condo developers are offering deep discounts to hesitant investors. Even Naples' affluent residents are asking a new question: is paradise worth the risk? For many, the answer is quietly becoming no. The higher the value, the harder the fall. Number 2, Riverview. Riverview once embodied suburban success. Just south of Tampa, it grew rapidly: new schools, clean parks, and affordable homes. But in 2025, that promise is cracking. Hillsborough County now ranks among Florida's most expensive for insurance, premiums up 70% since 2020. Flood zones are creeping inland, swallowing once safe neighborhoods. Buyers have vanished. Prices remain high, but inventory is up 35%. And homes sit unsold for months. Families are trapped between unsellable homes and unbearable expenses. Job losses in Tampa's finance, healthcare, and logistics sectors are adding strain. Developers are stalling projects, and demand for new construction has plunged. Riverview was built on affordability and convenience. But in 2025, it offers neither. Growth has limits, and the bill for paradise is coming due. Number 1, Miami suburbs. If any place proved that no market is too big to fail, it's the Miami suburbs. Southern Miami-Dade, from Cutler Bay to Homestead and Kendall, once thrived on endless migration and investment. But in 2025, that confidence has crumbled. Hurricane exposure, insurance withdrawals, and soaring taxes have collided to make this one of America's least affordable housing regions. The average monthly cost of homeownership now exceeds $4,000 before repairs or flood costs. Cutler Bay's waterfront homes face rising flood risks, and many are now uninsurable. In Homestead, once sold-out developments sit half-empty. Builders are slashing prices and still struggling to attract buyers. Construction cranes have slowed, and some projects are frozen mid-build. Kendall's once desirable sprawl is now choking on congestion and inflated costs. Middle-class families are trapped by high rates and stagnant wages. Investors and foreign buyers are retreating, and residents are asking the hardest question: was the Florida dream ever real, or was it built on borrowed time? The Miami metro area, once Florida's engine of prosperity, has become its biggest warning. The story here isn't just about homes, it's about endurance. The people aren't giving up. But they're learning that the cost of paradise grows heavier every year. As tides rise and markets fall, one truth stands clear: the Florida dream has changed. It's no longer about sunshine and success, it's about survival. The warning signs are no longer subtle, they're flashing like storm lights across the horizon. From Boca Raton to Miami, from Cape Coral to Naples, every city tells the same story. Paradise isn't vanishing overnight, it's drowning slowly. One policy renewal, one empty home, one broken dream at a time. But every collapse reveals something deeper: resilience. The people who stay, rebuild, and adapt are rewriting what it means to chase the American dream in the age of uncertainty. Because this story isn't just about homes, it's about survival, adaptation, and truth. The forces reshaping Florida today will echo across the nation tomorrow. So if you want to understand what's really happening behind the headlines, the economy, the environment, and the future of where we live, stay with us.